Has someone close to you started showing quiet but puzzling changes in the last year? For those of us who love the elderly, the question of when death will come is a constant worry. Most people believe that death in old age arrives suddenly. One moment they're with us, the next, they're gone. But in truth, the body often gives us gentle signals well in advance. These signs are easy to overlook because they don't come with alarms or dramatic shifts. They appear slowly, almost invisibly, until one day, looking back, we realize they were there all along. In this video, we'll walk you through 5 subtle but powerful indicators that an elderly person may be entering the final stage of life. Recognizing these signs early can help you offer better care, plan ahead, and create meaningful moments before it's too late. So stay with us. These 5 signs might change the way you look at aging forever. Number 1, they lose appetite and unintentionally lose weight. One of the earliest and often most overlooked signs is noticeable: unintentional weight loss. At first, it may seem like nothing. They mention their clothes feel a bit loose or they stop finishing meals they once loved. Many people chalk this up to a changing appetite or say, "Oh, they're just not as hungry these days." But when someone begins to lose weight without trying, it's rarely just a side effect of aging. The body may no longer be absorbing nutrients the way it used to. Muscles start to shrink, the metabolism slows, and the desire to eat fades. Even the senses of taste and smell may dull, making food seem less appealing. This gradual decline often signals that the body is beginning to conserve energy, prioritizing survival over growth or repair. In some cases, medical issues like digestive problems, hidden cancers, or heart failure may be behind the scenes, working quietly. But even without a clear diagnosis, weight loss in the elderly usually signals something significant is happening. Instead of focusing on calorie counts or pushing large meals, this is a time to prioritize comfort. Small, nutrient-rich snacks, protein drinks, and lots of hydration can help maintain strength without stress. If you've noticed this shift in someone you love, it's time to pause and pay attention. The body is whispering something, and when we listen, we can respond with compassion. Number 2, they have sudden fatigue that doesn't go away. Another common yet deeply misunderstood change is persistent fatigue. This isn't the kind of tiredness that goes away after a nap or a good night's sleep. It's a heavy, deep kind of exhaustion, where even getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. The energy they once had to do simple tasks, fold laundry, chat with friends, take a short walk, now seems completely drained. This happens because as the body begins to wind down, it starts conserving energy for the most basic functions: breathing, circulation, digestion. Other activities, no matter how small, feel overwhelming. It's heartbreaking to watch someone who once took pride in being active now sleep for most of the day or struggle to hold a conversation. And sometimes families don't recognize it as a sign of decline. They think they're just getting lazy, or they need to be more active. But forcing them to move more often makes things worse. This isn't about motivation, it's biology. And the best thing you can do? Meet them with patience. Let them rest. Sit quietly with them. Offer your presence, not pressure. Because when time becomes short, stillness isn't something to fix. It's something to honor. Number 3, they struggle with memory and withdrawal. As the body slows, the mind often follows. You might start to notice forgetfulness that wasn't there before. They may lose their train of thought mid-sentence, struggle to find the right words, or become disoriented even in familiar surroundings. They might repeat stories, forget what day it is, or seem distant during conversations. This isn't typical senior moments. This is the brain slowly getting less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which affects how it works. The mind begins to process information more slowly, emotions become harder to express, and decision-making feels like a chore. In these moments, don't try to pull them back to how they used to be. Instead, go to where they are. Sit with them. Hold their hand. Tell stories. Sometimes just being there means everything, even when words are few. One of the hardest things for families is seeing a once vibrant loved one withdraw from social life. They stop initiating phone calls, they seem uninterested in hobbies, and often they retreat into long silences. It's not because they don't care, it's because interaction takes more effort than they have. Number 4. They get sick. More often and take longer to heal. As the immune system weakens, you'll likely notice more frequent illnesses and slower recovery. Coughs, colds, infections that used to pass in a few days now linger for weeks. A small cut may take forever to heal. Even something as routine as a urinary tract infection can lead to confusion or fatigue. The body's ability to fight off germs and repair damage declines with age. But when it begins to fail repeatedly, it's often a sign that the body is approaching its final chapter. Sometimes the signs aren't obvious. There might not be a fever or a dramatic symptom. Instead, they may just seem off, more tired, less alert, or suddenly uninterested in eating. These small clues can point to infections that the body can no longer fight effectively. In these moments, you might wonder, should I call the doctor? Are these symptoms normal? And these questions are valid. But as with any health issue, your loved one's wishes matter most. What did they want in such situations? Did they want to keep going to the hospital or focus on comfort measures at home? These are tough choices, but love and clear communication can guide you. And number 5, they experience changes in breathing and circulation. And finally, perhaps the most profound sign, a shift in breathing and body temperature. You might hear breathing that becomes shallow or labored, sometimes with long pauses between breaths. In the final months or weeks, some people develop a distinct pattern of breathing called Cheney-Stokes, where breaths come in waves, followed by stillness. Circulation also changes. Their hands and feet might become cool or bluish. You may notice their skin looks mottled or pale. The body is doing what it must, focusing blood flow on vital organs and reducing circulation to the extremities. Even small movements may cause breathlessness. Lying flat becomes uncomfortable. They might prefer sitting propped up or sleeping in a recliner. These aren't random symptoms. They're part of the body's natural preparation for the end. In the final days or weeks, you can help by speaking calmly, keeping the room peaceful, providing sips of water, or using a fan to ease their breathing. They don't need fixing. They need comfort, dignity, and the reassurance that they are not alone. Bringing it all together. Honoring the journey. So let's recap the 5 subtle signs. Unexplained weight loss, persistent fatigue, cognitive decline and withdrawal, frequent infections and slow healing, changes in breathing and circulation. These signs are not meant to create fear. They're meant to create awareness. By noticing these changes early, we can make thoughtful decisions. We can focus on what matters most, not trying to stop death, but making sure life ends with peace, love, and presence. If someone you love is showing these signs, take a breath. This isn't an ending. It's a moment to lean in, to love deeper, to make every day count. We're with you on this journey. If this video helped you, leave a comment and share your thoughts or experiences below. And if you want more guidance on navigating life's hardest moments with grace, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for future videos. Thank you for watching. And remember, even in goodbye, there is love.